Hi, my name's Jose. Have you ever wanted to pursue a fitness goal but never knew where to start? Or have you or your friends or a coworker maybe talked about a turkey trot or a run for a cause? While the names might be different, they all share a similar goal, whether it be run for fun, run for fitness, or run for a cause. One thing I know is most people have a similar question. How do I start? But the question should be, when do I start? Try something new. Step into a world of reaching your fitness goal, whether it's walking or running a 5K race or simply getting into better shape. I've been a runner my whole life and I've had amazing coaches and mentors. One thing most people have in common is not knowing where to start or training incorrectly. With some key points and some good tips, we can start a new journey. I'd like to tell you 4 important steps in getting ready for a 5K race. 1. Know your baseline. 2. Plan and diet. 3. Running, strengthening, and stretching. 4. Race day. First, you need to see where you're at and do a baseline test. One of the first important things to do is make sure you have proper shoes. I always recommend shoes with a lot of cushioning just because it takes a lot of stress off your knees, especially if you are a new runner. 2. Find a nice route or a path where you're comfortable running by yourself or is long enough for as much as you want to run. 3. Get a proper hydration and a warm-up. I would say to make sure to drink at least a liter of water before you do your actual baseline, at least 20 minutes before. 4. Now it's time to do your mile. You want to make sure you have something to time your mile, either your watch or your phone, and you want to make sure you get the correct distance. In this step, it's important to make sure that you time whether you walk or you run the entire thing. This is going to be the baseline. Second, now that you know where you're at, let's start making a plan and let's work on the nutrition. If you were a person who had to stop during their run, I would say it's better to run intervals. Or if you were a person that didn't stop for their entire run, I would say you're a person who's ready to run distance. For people running intervals, it's important to start at a low number, say running for 10 minutes and doing a short sprint every 2 minutes in between. If you're a person that's running for distance, I would say start off 1 mile a day, or if you feel confident, run 2 miles a day. Depending on how fit you are or how fit you want to be, it's important that you get proper rest. So don't run more than 5 days a week, even if you feel confident. That will make sure that your body is always regenerating those muscles that get broken down when you run. Next, we gotta make sure we get the right fuel. By the right fuel, I mean drinking enough water or maybe getting some multivitamins in. Because when you run, you sweat a lot, you lose a lot of minerals, and you simply break down a lot of muscles in your legs. So I would say it's important to get some protein. Maybe instead of some chips, just simply switch it out for a protein bar. It's as easy as that. Third, now let's work on form, strength, and stretching. One of the important things when it comes to running is how you run. Whether it be running straight up or forward, we want to make sure we keep a neutral spine, which means you start straight up, but not too straight up, where your chest is protruding. Also, you want to make sure your hands always stay parallel to your shoulders. I like to call this the 90-45. 45 degrees, 90 degrees, 45 degrees, 90 degrees. This ensures that your running economy is efficient. Next, a really important thing is strength. Your legs and your core are both things that really need to be worked on when you run, and it's important to train them. If you're a person who's just starting out, I would say keep it body weight, whether it be a lunge, a squat, or some jump rope, or if you are a more advanced person, you could use weights, but it would be the same basics, whether it be a lunge, a squat, or again, some jump rope. And finally, I'd like to talk about stretching, something that all runners can agree on is very important. Stretching ensures that you give your body the proper release of tension in your muscles. I would say do 5 stretches and hold each for 30 seconds. Whether it be a toe touch or a leg raise, make sure that you incorporate these into every workout after your run, not before. Fourth, now let's say we're race day ready. It's been a couple months and you've been training hard and you're finally ready to see where you have advanced. The day before your race, you might be nervous, but it's okay. Make sure you get a lot of carbs because you will be burning those, which are the most important fuel for your body when you're running. The day of, make sure you get a really nutritious breakfast and you start drinking a lot of water. We don't want to risk dehydration or feeling lightheaded due to not having the proper nutrition. Now, it's race day, you're on the line, and the gun goes off. Whether it's, again, a run for a cure or a run for fun. It's your race, so run it however you can and however you feel comfortable. Don't be ashamed, even after all the training, you still have to walk. Everyone runs at a different pace and everyone is different. But most importantly, make sure to have fun, because after all, training without fun is pretty much suffering. Well, now let's have some fun. Now, in conclusion, let's go over some of the most important key factors and steps. So 1, know your capabilities. That's why we do the baseline. 2, make sure you train smart and you give yourself enough recovery. That's why we plan the running week, either 4 or 5 days, ensuring that you're working hard, but you're not burning yourself out. 3, drink enough water. One can never get enough water, especially when you start running. 4, get stronger and stretch. We always want to make sure that your body is fine-tuned for these new challenges you are facing. And 5, always run your own race. Don't let other people tell you otherwise. You can run at your own pace, and ultimately, you're the only person that knows how hard you've really worked. Thank you.